Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtually Lost podcast. My name is Julian, and of course, I'm always accompanied by my good friend Robert. What are we talking about today, man?
For today, we have a lot of news regarding gaming and a few news pieces regarding, anime and some controversies and also events with some influencers that we saw. And really, the first thing we saw with gaming was this ridiculous petition focused on canceling.
Well, yeah, so we would have to give a little context. So apparently, there is some rumors that Hideo Kojima, creator of Metal Gear Solid, is working on a project with Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's well known for working with PlayStation on games like Death Stranding. So there's been and PT as well. So he's had a long relationship with PlayStation, but this collaboration with Xbox is apparently getting people mad. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why, because like PlayStation people don't want to like have to like get an Xbox to play, but like to this end seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
to me.
they started a change.org that is hoping to cancel his rumored Xbox game. And like the opening quote on change.org is, in quotations, Kojima is betraying his loyal fans. He has been blinded by greed and we must help him come back to the winning side. End of quote.
Back to the winning side.
It's like I getting like the like 2014 console wars vibes off of this. And it's ridiculous to me that people are still like, I can understand being disappointed on exclusives.
Yeah.
But
I think you see that, but like
to this extent, it's a bit much. It's a bit much, I will say. Yeah. Like there are games I want to play on Xbox that, I can't really do that for, but in my mind, I'm just thinking, damn, I wish I wasn't broke. Like I'm not thinking of starting a change.org on canceling the console.
Oh God, I don't know. We've always seen things like this. I feel like there's always people that are just like, I want to that thing. I don't know if anybody actually thinks that signing a change.org petition like does anything. I think I signed one like one time, and now I change.org in my mind is just like spam in my,
I know what you're talking about
at this point.
Dude, it gets so much spam from change.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
And then the other piece of community news was Edmund McMillan, the creator of Binding of Isaac and like Super Meat Boy, is doing a GoFundMe or like a crowdfunding for a Binding of Isaac board game. And the minimum goal was 100K, and it's like currently at like 5.8 million. So, highly surpassed what, was the minimum goal. But for the betting, or not betting, the donation goals, if you bet a measly $2,000, you got a assortment of items, including Edmund McMillan bathwater.
Wait. When you said bet, are they like betting on it, or is it they're
pledging? I keep saying bet, pledge. I keep saying bet. Okay. My apologies. Yeah.
Okay.
If you donate 2K, you get some bathwater from the game developer. Is one of the items he put in.
Yeah, I get bathwater from like hot e-girls, but like from a game dev.
I just found it to be freaking humorous.
Oh man. No, it is actually really funny. I thought we were gonna get something more in meta. I thought we were gonna get like a record, like an ASMR recording or something. Not bathwater seems a little, a little 2019.
He's definitely a character
on the times.
I will say he's a funny character.
I remember watching like a documentary about I think about Super Meat Boy and like the whole creation of that, and it was like he used to be like an internet troll or something before he like started like game dev stuff or like something like that. And like the dude used to be, I remember, like broke before Meat Boy released on I think it first released on Xbox Live Arcade or something like that, and then he like got money off of that. So good for him.
And then like
But
some other things he did were like some actual IRL campaigns, and like there's some other campaigns like that I saw him posting about on Twitter that like were community goals on like sharing and reposting stuff, and also them actually doing IRL activities. And I thought those were interesting. I forget the exact specifics on those, but he does some interesting things with community, and keeps them engaged to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Whether it be by cool. Social media or by bathwater, it's the man does his work.
There you go. Oh, the next topic is something very special to me and to both of us, really.
Yeah. Come on, don't leave me out.
I'm sorry. It's because I actually have the game right now.
Okay.
No, I'm just messing with you. But it's the release of DDLC Plus. I think, has Dan called it kind of an expansion, or has called it just more of a complete experience of it?
I would say
of DDLC Doki Doki Literature Club. For those that don't know, it was a game released in 2017. A really cool kind of visual novel. I don't know how much we want to reveal about it, but I mean, people know. A lot of people know Doki Doki Literature Club.
We'll try to keep it a little basic, but yeah.
But it's known for having some psychological elements to it. I think that's what made it popular. So I have the game. Robert does not have the game yet.
We both bought the physical edition. And then, but that takes some time to make and then ship out.
Yeah, so I think it got delayed. I think it was supposed to come out around this time, but it got delayed by a month.
Yeah, it's like a month or so. And I'm
for the Switch version. That's the one we got.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I'm chilling for like a month. Yeah, and this man right here.
I got impatient,
Understandable.
and I got the PC version, which did come out, I think, a couple days ago.
Yeah, it came out.
So I don't really know how I can say things without spoiling it, but I would say I now get they made some clear changes, and I think I know exactly why they need to make these changes, and it's because they're adding different platforms. So they made changes to accommodate those different platforms, and I think it's done as well as it could be done. I think those changes that needed to be done are done as well as they could be done, but I think they take away a little bit from the original experience.
I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah. So there's things that just had, but they I don't think they could have done it any other way. Personally, there was no way I was thinking they could do it any other way. So the changes that they made sense to me.
Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying I've been avoiding kind of spoilers or anything. Like I've kind of just tried to keep myself from really knowing the actual story elements that got added to the game past what I've played in the original version.
Right.
But the mechanics, I think I know what you're referring to.
Okay. Yeah, the story elements, all I'm going to say is that they make sense. I'm glad that they're there.
Okay.
That's what I would say. I really don't know if I could say more without spoiling. I feel like I'm going to say something dumb. But
this is actually kind of interesting because.
Go ahead.
Because we talked about DDLC on a previous episode. I think we actually spoiled more on that first time.
Spoiled the actual game.
Yeah, and now we're actually like treading on the.
That might have been one of the lost episodes, actually.
Oh no, that was actually the actual episode. It was like 6 or something.
It's probably when we talked about like this being announced or something.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But I'm. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm only halfway through, so I don't know all of the little details that are in the game yet. But what I see so far makes sense.
Okay, I'm excited then. Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
And is that it for you on DDLC?
No, I'm excited to see the second half of the game, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And also you have to wait for, because there is also Switch exclusive content as well.
Oh really?
So that gives me incentive to play the Switch.
There's Switch only content?
Yeah, there's Switch exclusive content.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was on the. I think it was on the Source Forge or whatever where we bought it. I think that was one of the advertised features. Is that the Switch version has some extra stuff.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah,
but something that's actually trending right now on like Twitter and stuff is the currently there is a hacker that's basically took over Apex Legends lobbies and basically to a point where it's unplayable right now. And they are urging players to save Titanfall. And Titanfall is another
Titanfall, the first
Titanfall. First Titanfall. All Titanfall games are made by the same creators of Apex Legends. It's Respawn Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess when Titanfall got ported to PC, I don't know if it was originally on PC.
It was originally an Xbox One exclusive. It was like one of their first exclusives.
Okay. So when it was ported to PC and Titanfall 2 was ported to PC, I guess according to the source I've read is Titanfall 1 is unplayable on PC, and it's been so, I guess, for like 2 years due to DDoS attacks or DDoS attacks. And, you know, I guess Respawn's known it. They said there's going to be a solution, but, you know, it's been 2 years. And the fact that they're still selling the game and, you know, the fact that it's basically unplayable on a multiplayer end is just, it's bad on them. And I guess the hackers,
it's bad luck for sure.
Hackers went on the deep end on it and made it so that, you know, people are aware of it. There's definitely going to be some hard hitting like retaliation on the legal end for this though, because some people are willing to, you know, bet it all for or risk it all for the sake of Titanfall 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Which I need to play, I guess, because I really enjoyed Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I mean, Titanfall was actually a pretty fun game. The only thing was that people didn't really play it after like a couple months for some reason. I think it's because it didn't really have a story, so it didn't really. It was just the multiplayer, so that was the only thing like really carrying it. I didn't really have characters or like a universe or anything like that, so it's just kind of big robot.
Big robot.
Jump on wall.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Can you run on walls?
Yeah, you can run on walls. That was like the first run on wall game. That was like their big thing was running on walls, and I think that's when
Call of Duty.
Ops, Call of Duty took it. But that was like a huge thing. It was like I remember back in the day, people calling it like a Call of Duty killer kind of thing, just because of like how cool the movement was.
It was so nice.
But it literally had like nothing else. Like Call of Duty did have some like characters, some like story. They had no Russian.
That shit's a horrifyingly, you know, memorable scene in gaming.
Horrifyingly memorable, yeah, exactly. But they had like iconic moments like that. Like Titanfall didn't really have anything like that. It was just really cool mechanically multiplayer. But there has to be something more than that.
Yeah, that's understandable. I thought Titanfall, since I didn't play 1, but 2 had a pretty good story from what I remembered, and you know, same thing. Just, you know, I would assume enhanced multiplayer experience. It was really fun. It was just, my thing was I got it when it was already a free game. And, you know, not many people that I knew played it at the time. Which, you know, a bit of a bummer, but I still enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing that through that campaign. But, you know, multiplayer experience, there's only, I'd say, so much fun you can have on a like multiplayer experience when you are talking to anyone, because everyone's kind of in their individual chats.
Yeah,
but you know,
it's true. It is true. I mean,
I'll miss it.
Yeah,
I'll miss these hackers that are probably going to get some mean fucking jail time or
something. Hopefully,
suing money
for sure.
Yeah.
What else do we have? So, do you want to get into Smash Ultimate? Because I believe there's some news there.
Oh yeah, Smash Ultimate's also trending on Twitter. Not today, but like as of this recent week.
Yeah.
Ever since Kazuya got released, because the Kazuya CPU level 9 is actually like leading the meta in terms of this character's combos. It's pretty hilarious because. Like you
in the trends right now.
Yeah, if just
it's releasing combo videos on YouTube right now.
Yeah, there's fake Twitter accounts where posing as the character. There's Twitter combos, and people like pros and, you know, content creators are like have gone 0 to death, just gone like mixed up combos where where if you saw that on like a tourney, the crowd would be completely hyped. And it's pretty freaking funny. And I would say that it got to the point, like, I don't know why, but there's always that one person on Twitter that doesn't like see the joke, like, because the CPU is actually really good, but you know, a top player,
the joke goes right over the head. Yeah,
would still beat him. And there's always that one person, and I saw that one person on one of the threads where this guy posted like a 6-minute video of him like range camping the bot, doing damage through, you know, projectiles, and you know, still barely winning the fight.
Just going like real try hard and like trying
And he posted it like unsarcastically saying like the bot's not that hard to beat, and immediately the people are like, yo, you just camped a bot for 6 minutes. What are you doing?
It's just trash, like, kid.
Yeah, just that one joke that always, that one person the joke goes over. And like seeing that guy do that, I was like, oh man, this man wasted his time. He got the Elgato running just so he could capture this fight.
Oh no. It's just like, okay, joke over, I guess. You know, like people like that.
Mm-hmm. And then we also, in terms of Smash Bros, got Smash Summit 11 is going to be happening recently. This is Melee, right? Yeah, this is Super Smash Bros. Melee, Smash Summit 11. And they have started their funding, because the way Smash Summit normally works is there's a pot that is started out for the winnings, but then the pot grows when there are community donations or through a certain percentages of the purchases through the Smash Summit store for that period of time. So right now, the current prize pool is $96,000. 90% of it is crowdfunding. It's ridiculous for tourney that has zero like support from the actual people that made the game. Yeah, and these are also individual players.
We're talking Nintendo for a game that's like older than me, basically. Like it's almost older than me. Like pretty ridiculously cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty like it's a pretty reasonable sum, especially given that like this isn't 100%. This isn't a team game. Like these are individuals, you know, splitting up this money. First, second, third, and I actually think I think all players get a like very small amount, but then it goes astronomically or exponentially higher for the for the first place and so on. But they always do, like, the design team always does a good job, I will say. That's one of the things I really like on the Smash Summit. I'm considering getting one of the hats or a hoodie, because I previously got one of the hoodies from them. And there's the as a Ludwig fan, you probably want to get that 0 viewers hat. Now's your chance.
Really? Are they selling it?
Yeah, that's where it's originally from, is the Smash Summit hats. That is one of them. It's the 0 viewer hat. And then the hoodie that I thought was
actually get it.
Yeah, I think it's a good hat regardless. I really have. I wanted to get the first time around, but I ended up getting a hoodie instead. But this time I just, send it on the hat. There's a hoodie that I thought was really cool. It's funny. It's basically saying it's like a mock varsity swim hoodie that says "drowning in pools."
That's good. That's good.
With the like subtitle saying like, "This time I'll make it out of bracket." I thought it was a bit of a humorous thing, but they do a good job on themes. Like 10 or 8 was like a horror theme, like Doctor Experiment style. 9 was the what's it called? Basically visual novel-esque dating sim one. That's what I have a poster of. And then I forget what 10 was, but 11 right now is Olympics theme, which is suiting because, Olympics are going to be happening soon.
Olympics in Japan. Yeah. I wish I could have gone to that one. But there's like no travel. There's like travel restrictions for that Olympics or something.
Yeah. I was could have talked about. Like the Beyond the Summits graphics team who, works hard
and plus they do a whole bunch of cool like is it like videos and stuff for the tournaments?
Oh yeah, they do a lot of good videos. They do crowdfund goals. They also post the recordings because like beyond the tournament, all the players are kind of living in I think it's a communal area. And then at the facility, they play Mafia games and just, have a good time for a few days amongst top players.
It's
so
fun.
It's fun
stuff.
It's fun stuff. And then I think there's always a donation goal, which, always gets filled up of like, I think it's like $1,000 or $2,000 to attend the event.
Oh.
And people always, pay that money. It's interesting.
Crazy.
Interesting.
It's funny. It's funny considering all that news we've had recently about like people like that are like professionals not wanting to pay to go to their events.
Yeah.
Like the chess grandmaster that didn't want to pay $10 to go to a charity event.
The charity event? Yeah, I'm a GM. What you mean?
I'm a GM. What do you mean? I don't pay. All right. I don't pay. Okay?
I haven't paid in years.
You're paying me to be here. All right.
Yeah. Publicity. You pay.
I'm paying you guys in publicity. All right. Now get out of my way.
But yeah, that event's going to be happening soon. I forgot the exact dates on the event. I need to look that up specifically.
Yeah.
And then another thing of interesting news was Complexity Esports, which is, I believe, a Dallas or Austin. I believe it's Dallas based esports org. Has been acquired by GameSquare Esports, which is, I believe, a Toronto based company.
Coming into the scene.
Yeah. The rosters are all going to stay the same under the same name, but now Complexity will be publicly traded because I believe the company GameSquare Esports is public.
That's interesting. That makes you think like how we're going to see the business side of esports evolve over time.
Yeah, I think
interesting.
But for 27 million is pretty, I would say pretty cheap for what that team. I think that Complexity had a problem of like just publicity and connections. So I think them joining a larger organization, I think the quality of their rosters were really good, at least from the few esports I've seen them in. So I think that putting that like those teams within a wider web of like connections and everything for the org will do a lot.
Yeah, and just to clarify, this is an esports group, so it's like they have multiple players in different like games, right?
Yeah.
So they have
multiple sports.
It's something like
esports.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. What are do you know what they're like most known for? Like which what game they're most known for?
I mostly know them from Apex. That is the main one I know them from.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So we have some influencer news. From around mostly Twitch stuff actually this time.
We should probably start on the removal from FaZe Clan.
So we had so they removed K, right? It's FaZe K. That's who they actually removed, and they also suspended Jarvis, Nicken, and Tico because of this. What do you call it? A pumping
crypto
scheme,
pump.
Like a crypto pump.
Yeah, it's just scheme. A crypto pump. Yeah.
So they were promoting this crypto coin. I do know a little bit about it. There's this really cool video by this guy named CoffeeZilla. Shout outs to him. It was a pretty somewhat well-known YouTuber, but did like a whole investigation on this. And so they were recommending this coin called Save the Kids. The whole idea was that some kind of, I don't know exactly how they were going to do it, but they were going to end up donating some amount of money to like child charities through I don't know if it was through each coin traded or something like that, but what ended up happening was that this coin like died like almost like immediately after it was like started, and it just got like most of these guys like a good hefty amount of money, and I think K was the one that like literally sold all of his coin immediately after it started being traded.
Yeah.
So it was very obvious.
Yeah.
What they were trying to do. So, and then like some other details that I know is that they got these coins. I wasn't pre-sale, but it was like this kind of like this early. It was kind of like a pre-sale where it's like they got a better rate for these coins because they got in early or something like that.
Okay.
Because they got it in before it was publicly traded.
Yeah.
Which I think they claimed that they didn't do or something like that. Well, no, they claimed that they didn't get the coins for free, which I think their wallets, their actual like coin wallets were tracked, and they didn't get them for free, but they got this early like rate for them, so it wasn't being exactly truthful.
Yeah,
and so yeah, they got suspended, like either removed or suspended from FaZe Clan, and it's pretty crazy. It's just like there's more of these crypto scams are.
Yeah, the pump and dump strategy is just completely scummy. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's taking 100%. Advantage of your platform and the people who are following you to just, make a quick buck. It's just, I get, but then, at some point you have a personal responsibility of your own wallets. So I will say this: if an influencer is telling you to invest in a cryptocurrency, just don't.
Especially especially
you've already probably missed the window if it's going to start. It's going to the moon now. Apparently,
these cryptocurrencies, like they're just getting like kind of more and more ridiculous. And it's like these influencers were known for doing some kind of like scummy advertising stuff, especially some other influencers that were adjacent to it. Like I think Rice Gum was also somebody who was advertising the same coin, and like he's been known for pulling scams for ages, like these old mystery box scams or whatever, where you would pay money to get to open virtual mystery boxes where you could get like these insane prizes, but most of the time it was like a keychain or something, like 99% of the time. But it was like these straight up scams and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy.
Pyramid schemes, man. Yeah, it's our generation. Pyramid schemes is the cryptocurrency
cryptocurrency pumps.
Yeah,
insane. People just like FOMO out of it, or FOMO out of everything. It's crazy.
I mean, people are just hear the miracle stories of people getting rich off it, and just like, it could be me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking on trending on Twitter, and maybe I just follow suit on this trend.
You're like, if you're like dad's talking about crypto already, you know that this is way too late to get into crypto right now.
You miss your window.
You miss your window by years, my guy. It's funny. Well, not funny because people actually lose their money.
Some people lost a lot of people lost their money, which very unfortunate. These people,
very unfortunate. It's crazy. Yeah. So something else that happened that is near and dear to my heart, VTubers. Kiryu Coco, one of a pretty influential member of Hololive, which is probably the largest VTuber kind of collective company out there right now, graduated. So what graduation is like she stopped streaming for them, basically. Simple as that. It seems like everything actually turned out well. Like the other Hololive members can still talk about her and stuff like that. Like she's roommates with another VTuber, Kanata. Amane Kanata or something like that. So she still has a relationship with them. What I think the leader, or like the head of like that group, actually did an interview with her before she graduated, and talked about how like they still want to include her in some stuff that they're going to do in the future, maybe some IRL stuff as like a guest or something like that. So it seems like it was they all parted like mutually well. Like she had a whole kind of like a, what would you call it, a ceremony, kind of like a really cool like sending off kind of event where like all the other Hololive members, even like the EN people, like the English people, the people that speak English, like it was like the whole company was basically there. So it was pretty cool, even though we're bummed about her not streaming anymore. She was actually the VTuber that got me into VTubing. That got me into like looking into the scene. So it was kind of like, it bummed me out, but other than that, it was pretty cool. So yeah.
I'm not too knowledgeable on the subject. Like I tuned in for like a second because I saw it trending on Twitter at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And like when I looked at some of the when I looked at the picture, it was like, of course, her on the screen and like a screen full of the other VTubers, and immediately thought it was a roast happening. But I was like, oh no, it seems like it's a lot more.
That should be super funny, honestly.
It's a lot, a lot more wholesome than it would actually look like for a second.
Yeah, most of those VTubers are super wholesome. So seeing a roast would actually be super funny. But yeah, so it's crazy that her of all people is graduating, because she's like literally one of like the largest like creators, like and like the money that goes through VTubing is crazy. Like some of those VTubers are some of the highest like donated people like on like the sites right now. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that money nice.
Yeah, and Kiri Coco was actually also the person that like pitched the idea of like Hololive EN, which is like super successful now. Because she was the first member of Hololive that spoke any English, because I believe she's actually American. Like the person that plays her is American. So American living in Japan. But yeah, she had that whole idea, and now one of the Hololive EN members, Gargura, just got 3 million subscribers on YouTube, like not too long ago, maybe yesterday or the day before.
It's actually crazy.
Crazy, because she has like more subscribers than any of the Japanese members, and they had like a year or 2 years on any of the EN members. So it's crazy successful.
Yeah. The American census population, it's ridiculous.
Insane.
And
that's my VTuber rant.
Hey, we always got to get that quick bit of VTuber knowledge, keep us updated on the scene. And then we both saw the trailer for the upcoming Disney project, or Star Wars project. Yeah. The Star Wars Visions.
Everything is Disney, by the way. Everything is Disney. Like, 10 Disney. Years, everything will be Disney.
Disney is
all anime will be Disney. Yeah. Everything's Disney.
Sports with Disney. They own ESPN, so you know.
They own ESPN.
Yeah, they're
everything
there
is Disney.
It's gonna
crossing our fingers that we get to be Disney one day.
Everything will be Disney eventually. You just got to come to accept the indoctrination, and we'll all be good. But
the mouse owns all.
Yeah. But they're gonna do a series of 10 animated Star Wars shorts through the lens, or in quote, through the lens of the world's best anime creators. So, you know, they're having 7 Japanese anime studios working on it. The ones that I knew were Production IG and Studio Trigger.
So Studio Trigger would be anime like Kill la Kill. It would be, what else? I think, what's the... Oh, well,
Promare.
And Production IG, Promare, yeah, Promare was good. Production IG is Production IG is Promare.
Oh, sorry, Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann. That's what I was thinking of. I was gonna say the drill anime, but
the drill. Dude, you should have just said. I wouldn't know if you just said drill anime.
Yeah. But yeah. So Production IG as well, which made it's a little bit less well known, but Penny and Stocking, or
Lead Season 2.
Yeah, there you go. But some pretty well known and well loved studios, so it's looking really hype in my opinion.
Yeah, it's looking really nice.
And I think it's kind of funny because I've looked into at one point I was really into Star Wars, and Star Wars was originally based on like Japanese samurai movies from back in the day. So it's kind of funny to see like this go like full circle and have like Japanese creators be influenced by Star Wars. And they said in this little announcement they had for this project that all the people that were working on this project are very passionate about Star Wars. So it's really cool to see this kind of full circle thing come around. I think it's really cool. I think it's actually going to be really hype.
Yeah, it's going to be on, what's it, Disney Plus as always?
Disney Plus, yeah, right? Disney Plus.
Or it could be on Hulu.
As always.
No, it's on Hulu. Even though Disney owns Hulu, that's separate. You got to keep it separate. That's a separate paycheck that they're getting.
Separate department. All right?
Yeah.
We're all... Everything is Disney.
Yeah, if you start going into like the list of Disney-owned companies, you're just like, wow. There is like this thin veil where they make you think that they're separate companies, but They literally are sitting in the other cubicle as the other companies.
They just have little signs that are like, okay, now entering,
Oh man!
Now entering Hulu. Now
can't wait for us to go
Plus.
into the age of the Disney dollar. It's gonna come.
The Disney dollar just has Mickey Mouse right on it.
The Mickey Mouse currency.
I can't wait for reincarnated Walt Disney to be our president.
Next isekai. straight into Disney World.
Oh, it's funny. I think that was actually a thing. It's called Tomorrowland. It's a movie. It was like I think it was a Disney movie.
Oh my god.
They just like isekai some kids into like this like tomorrow weird like
basically sounds like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I think that was our anime news for
yeah. Next, probably within
now it's your section, Robert.
Probably, but before
this is your rant.
This is all about music now. So this is the stuff I know, and probably before next episode, I'm gonna go through the seasonal animes, listen to the openings and EDs, and have a good list have a good ranking and recommendation list for next episode. So wait on it. But for the news this week, I
just gotta watch next week, all right?
Yeah.
Get people excited.
Yep, for episode 11. Actually, we should quick celebration.
Quick celebration. We made it to 10.
Double digits.
Let's go.
Episode 10. Mm-hmm. Now we had our good 5 seconds of celebration. Riot released. Actually, this is actually a really cool thing. Riot released a creator-safe album called Sessions Vi. And this is the first of many albums that they plan to release, which are more towards creators and streamers usage that are copyright free. This one is based off the character Vi. It's a pretty good quality album from the tracks I have heard. It's like an hour 40 minutes, some lo-fi tracks, all instrumental. They're all on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whichever source that you're looking them for. But I would highly suggest if you need some backing music or some just background music for your actual stream itself, check through it, listen to some of the beats.
Cool. More people should do this.
Aesthetically pleasing. There are some good albums though, for gaming that are copyright free. I believe Celeste's OST, while it is a bit more 16-bit kind of music.
Yeah, 16-bit, yeah.
I believe the creator of the music said this is all copyright free, feel free to use it. But that's just a side thing.
Bullshit. Cool.
Mm-hmm. But this is nice on Riot for actually making music specifically copyright free for streaming and content creation. And then another thing that happened, which I thought was very funny, was
I want to hear about this.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a K-pop piece. It was the first anniversary. First anniversary of the. Wait, what did you say?
Me, Robert. I said go off, King.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you said. I was like, all right, I'll go with them. But the first anniversary of the Luna light stick. Mm-hmm. And it's actually the light stick I own. But the thing is, light sticks normally have their names are the hammer bong, candy bong. I don't know what bong is in Korean, if it's a word or if it's just
in America.
Yeah. Well, that's actually something that comes into play with this one. Luna.
Oh, actually?
Luna's initial group track was called Hi Hi. So they celebrated their first anniversary of the light stick, and the name they said was the High Bong. And
good one.
Within 30 minutes, deleted.
Oh, dude, it was a poor intern or something that had to guys, wait.
Yeah. Weed is illegal for recreational use in South Korea, so it was not, received well when they've, when you think about it in the English terms of, this is the high bong. But they re-released the the announcement, and they're just celebrating 1 year, but they released they discontinued the High Bong name. They just said our light stick's 1 year old. But It was rest in peace, Hot Bong 2021 to 2021. Your 30 minutes of fame.
Oh my god, dude! Did anybody get it before it got deleted?
What do you mean?
Oh, wait! It was just
a celebration. It was a 1 year.
Okay.
It was just they're celebrating 1 year of it being released.
Okay. They didn't release like an actual, like you couldn't buy anything.
I think they probably restocked them because I think they were out of stock.
Okay.
But they are the same light stick as the one that were sold like 1 year ago.
Year ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, perfect. Cool.
Yeah,
cool. That's funny. That's really
it cracked me up, dude, when I was reading that.
I don't get how people like because I feel like there's other like situations like this where they just like have the most ridiculous name and it's like so obvious that like it's like no one points it out. Just no one points out like, oh, this could be taken in a weird way, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. This one a bit more understandable given difference in languages, but and like, you know, bong isn't pretty much most of the like I said, candy bong, hammer bong. Just bong is typically the what is the not was a word? Nah, scrap it. I was gonna say it goes after the common phrase. Suffix. You are an intelligent man. Yeah, suffix. Yeah, bong is a suffix normally for these light sticks. And so, you know, I guess this one just slightly got through the checking on that, the quality assurance, and they got through the high bong for 30 minutes.
Pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick.
And
so, Robert, congratulations.
Yeah,
your team got to the finals. Of course, I'm talking about basketball.
Yeah,
Bucks in 6.
7 years of suffering. 7, actually, maybe it's 8. 7 or 8 years of suffering. I'll be honest, when I joined this team, or as a Milwaukee Bucks fan, when I joined this team, we had like a 15-win season. It was not pretty. I didn't think that there would be any aspirational or title aspirations for, you know, a long period of time. But
you finally get to be proud to call yourself a Milwaukee Bucks fan.
Yeah, I'm really happy. We played actually some of our prettiest basketball, like these most recent 2 games. I don't know why, but there's a lot of. I try not to, you know, make this a 20-minute rant on how the basketball game is played, but it just looks a lot more of a team oriented play when, strangely enough, when our best player Giannis was out. Because when Giannis is in, I don't know if it's coaching or anything, but it's like literally give Giannis the ball at the top of the paint and let him do his thing, or he'll dish it out to one person and then that person shoots because, you know, he just brings so much attention. That person normally has a free shot. And then you're basically betting it all on like that person making the 3. But like the last 2 games, it's just been, it was just a great amount of passing, you know, rotations. It just looked pretty to watch. And, you know, I'm really excited. We actually won in 6 games. Bucks in 6 is actually like, that's like take it as like the highest saying, or like, it's basically our like way of life is motto, Bucks. It's the motto for the Bucks is Bucks in 6. And that's because of like Brandon Jennings in 2013 said Bucks in 6 for a series with the Bucks against the Heat, where, you know, they end up getting swept because the Heat at that time were fucking stacked.
Right.
But it finally happened. The Bucks in 6 finally happened. We're going against the Suns, who also have their own Suns in 4. Dude, that fan that just completely whomped a Nuggets fan while shouting out Suns in 4. So it'll be an interesting game because my brother's a Suns fan. And you're
a Milwaukee Bucks. The battle of the brothers.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Ooh.
But, you know, Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6.
That's for the culture. It's for the culture.
All right. Because I don't watch basketball much, are the only people I go for are the Lakers because we live so close.
Yeah.
Bucks in 6. Right?
My other brother's a Lakers fan, so we got a good group of diversity.
Mix,
good mix.
All right. Well, I think Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I think we'll probably end it with that before it gets too late. By the way, this is July 4th. So
we are recording on 4th of July.
Yeah, we're recording a little bit earlier in the day also to try to avoid all the ensuing fireworks that are going to happen during the night.
Yes. Even though they're technically illegal.
Yeah, they are.
When does that ever work?
That's not going to stop anyone.
I was like in like deeper into Santa Maria than I usually am, and had a friend of mine throw some pretty good ones, some pretty loud ones yesterday.
Amen.
I wasn't even the 4th yet.
Yeah, dude. I feel like it's been crazy. It's like pretty much every day for the last 2.5 months. There's been fireworks at some random time during the day. It's like it's mid-April. What are you doing? It's mid-May. What are you doing? Like, come on. And it's gone this way for every day. I'd say there's at least one.
Yeah, there's at least one. Yeah.
And it's strange. But now, hopefully they get rid of all their stock today.
Yeah, exactly. They go all out today, and then we're good for pretty much the rest of the year.
And then we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you want to call episode 10 off? Sign us out.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for episode 10 of the Virtually Lost podcast. Remember to subscribe to the Apple Music, the Spotify, all that stuff. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week for episode 11.
See you for 11.